Okay, so Free State of Jones. Obviously, this bombed really badly in this country, which is a big shame. Because I love Matthew McConaughey and I think he's a fantastic actor. Um, but yeah, so now it's on Amazon.com. I've been imported it, yes. Blu-ray Region 3, and yeah, DVD if you have multi-region DVD player as well. Um, well, I'll just get this off started. Say that I think it's great, and you know, supported so much by Matthew McConaughey, who is an amazing actor. I think he's turned into such an amazing actor because before he was in those stupid like comedy films and they weren't very good. Let's face it, like Ghost of Girlfriend's Past, rubbish. You know, but they've turned him into this really versatile actor. He can play so many different parts. He's amazing in Killer Joe's, amazing in Muz. I hear he's great in Magic Mike, but I've not watched that yet. He's amazing in this, amazing in Interstellar. Like he is like so great, so good now. And a lot of people have complained that that's what's wrong with Adam Sandler. They need to change him from doing all that stupid comedy shtick, which was no good, and then turn it into this because he can do it. Or look at something like Dallas Buyers Club, which was an amazing film and an amazing performance again from him. He just he's become something like a power in Hollywood now. Like I really don't think you can stop him now. I mean, he just keeps bringing out great film after great film, and even if like Killer Joe wasn't really especially a good film, he was fantastic in it. And he brought that amazing performance out of it. But look at a movie like this, which is all based on a true story and very hard to watch at times. But Matthew McConaughey's there, and he's not holding back. All this stuff that's horrible and is undeniably horrible, and you see those moments where he really just can't believe what he's seeing, and it pains him. But Matthew McConaughey, his acting is so good that you can see those moments of, I know this is horrible, but I've got to act this scene. You're thinking, about how you see an actor work a scene, and he does it so well. I mean, there are people that say that Morgan Freeman makes it look easy because he's so great at acting. I think the same can be said of Matthew McConaughey. I mean, he's been so good at this point with his acting now, after all these years now, that he's proved himself to be a great actor and to be better. And, you know, I think a film like this, which is so gritted in reality and it's so hard hitting because it's really horrible what happened with the Civil War. And obviously, you hear obviously other films have touched on certain aspects, and there are obviously other films that have touched on like World War II and stuff like that, and done different aspects and not repeat the same thing. Try to do a different aspect of the story. Well, obviously, this does tell a different side of the story, which is about him. Because it's based on a real guy and a bunch of things that happened, and you get weaved into the story through his character, and you know, it's really hard to watch at times. There are some great other characters that get into the mix. You get to see other people, sort of thing. You see obviously some horrible people and see some good characters and stuff like that. Kerry Washington from Django Unchained. So obviously this is very familiar territory for her because she was in a movie that dealt with slavery and horrible things. So I think it's kind of something very like, oh, I've done this already in a movie, so I can sort of transfer that over. I'm not saying she does like the same performance, but she's very good. I love Kerry Washington, especially in this movie. But like just in terms of the attention to detail, like they they give you facts and they sort of briefly sort of show something about Abraham Lincoln, but you've sort of seen stuff like that already with the Lincoln movie that came out all those years ago with Daniel Day Lewis doing this like amazing definitive performance as Abraham Lincoln, so you don't need to obviously go into that because you've already seen that. But it's just it's nice that it's sort of put in there, that obviously in that movie he says slavery has come to an end, but very much even after he said that, there's still bad things going on, and we know that that obviously happened. Or look at something like 12 Years a Slave, something like that, the way that that dealt with stuff like that. But even more than that, it's more that this is horrible and it's really sad that it happened. But it's a film like this again, that's dealing with the aspect that's making a point about it. And the whole thing about Matthew McConaughey's character says about you know why rich men get to be rich men, and poor men stay poor, and it's not right, or the whole thing about so many so many black people they have, so that then stops people from going in the civil war with the two tribes and all that stupid mumbo jumbo, and you know it has something to say, which sometimes in some movies that sort of meaning can get lost. I can't really think of some exactly, but there's some movies in the past where you think, okay, I don't understand what you're saying now. They're trying to make a point to something, but this movie isn't like that at all. It knows what it's saying, it knows what it's doing, pulls you in all different emotions and everything. And Matthew McConaughey's amazing, and you know he's on a streak now. I mean, you can't stop this man. He's so good, and I love him to bits, and I can't wait to see his next film.